Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give them all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't in no wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
Welcome back to another powerful episode of Breaking the Silence. I am your host, Arthur Nikki Nicole, and today I have something special for you. This is the place where the light shines on amazing people who are doing amazing things. And my mission is to connect inspiring voices so we all can win. So today I'm honored to welcome the award-winning author and Chicago Vocational High School Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Undra Ware. His latest book, From Darkness to Light, is transforming lives, y'all. So after the countdown, please welcome this amazing gentleman to the platform. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Arthur Nikki Nicole?
Thank you so much for coming and being a guest on my platform. I am excited about shining this light on you today.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for this opportunity.
You're welcome. So my first question for you. When did you fall in love with the pen and the paper?
In grammar school, actually, I was somewhat of a nerd. So since I wasn't one of those Mac type brothers, and I wasn't just getting all the women, I wrote down all my feelings, I wrote my first love poem basically when I was in about seventh or eighth grade.
Nice.
And I put it, surprisingly, I wrote it in crayon. I know that's embarrassing, but I actually took the time, took a drawing paper, took a ruler, drew the lines, took a crayon, and wrote it out.
Wow. Now that was time consuming.
Roses are red, violets are blue, or how I wish I can get with you, or something like that. It was simple, very simple.
You should have had all the ladies then.
But you know what was funny? I gave it to a young lady. Come to find out, she wasn't worthy of it. So
wow.
It's cool.
It's always that way. It's always that way, though. The ones that you really put the work in for, they ain't the right one. Ain't the right
but
one.
You know what's funny? My cousin liked it and he wanted to use it.
Did he use it? Did he get the girl?
I couldn't let him use it. I told him those are my words, man. I can't let you use my words. I knew at a young age you can't use my words.
You had to do them like that, though. You had to do them like that.
I was keeping it real. That was my feelings.
Oh my goodness. So when you first held From Darkness to Light in your hands for the first time,
yes,
what unspoken emotions came to surface?
Well, when I first did it, when I wrote it, how can I say? I had to change the verbiage. There was a lot of verbiage in there that I just couldn't let the kids read because I had someone to read it for me, one of my cousins. She was like, you had to soften it up. But when I actually changed the verbiage and the vision of it, actually I share it right now, From Darkness to Light, I was like, wow. I felt like I was vulnerable. And I'm like, I have to let this out because God was like, you can't hide this no more. This is something that needs to be read and it's going to change lives. So I felt good about it. And I said I actually did it. You know what I'm saying? And to
Mhm.
see it in the children's version and the cartoon version, that's something I didn't even know I had in me, to be honest with you.
But you
And
know, it's nothing like holding the book that has your name on it in your
yes,
hand.
for sure.
Whew. When I received my first shipment and I
Uh-huh.
held that book in my hand for my first book, I was like, I cried. I'm not gonna tell you no lies. I cried because it was like I never thought I would make it to that point. So did you feel some of those emotions too, where it was like, I never thought I would be here, but I'm here.
Yes, but I also knew I wanted to do something with my life and just be of service somehow. I didn't know in what capacity, but I knew somehow. But I never looked at me as being an author.
Same, same.
But, but here I am today, and how I feel about it, I'm just grateful for the gift, and how
Absolutely,
God is using me. I just want to be the blessing.
absolutely. So without telling us everything, tell me a little bit about what from darkness to light is about.
Basically, just touch on my childhood, focus on high school and how I was around the negative. I'm hanging around the negative crowd. And although my parents was divorced, I had to find self love. And I had a lot of love from my grandparents because they instilled a lot of Southern values, but I just disregarded it. I don't know why, but I did. However, once God actually came into my life, and you know how you have a reflection and you just see all the bad things you've done. And I felt so bad. I didn't even know God was real until I had that experience.
Wow.
And once I had that experience, I just had to stop hanging around the gangs. It's a lot of things I had to stop doing, particularly throwing up pitchforks. He told me that represent the devil. I never threw up pitchforks again.
Wow. But
He,
that's how it normally is. Like you go through this life changing situation, and then without a shadow of a doubt that it's God. Like nobody can't tell you that it went God that brought you out of that or got you through that, and He makes it clear to you. This is me. You remember your homeboy? This is me.
for sure.
But you know what? People probably think that when you walk in the realms of spirituality, that you have to change your whole life. You don't have to change your whole life. You just have to change some things that you do. You got to move differently. You definitely
For
have to
sure.
move.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. And I think a lot of young people, and even including myself, I didn't know that. You got adults that don't understand that, you
Right.
know? Because you take those experiences and you can be a transformation to other people's lives.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So, how has it been being inducted into the Chicago Vocational High School Hall of Fame? And how has that shaped your journey?
My mom asked me that about 3 weeks ago, and I told her it still hasn't hit me, because I'm so busy doing other things. But when I actually got it in my hand and my high school actually acknowledged the work that I'm doing in the community, it made me felt like I belong, that
Mm.
I was really utilizing my time on this earth trying to make a difference. I felt good.
But it's nothing like being recognized from people, where you come from. Because a lot of times, when you coming up and you're being raised in your hometown, some people don't see you. But then
Right.
when you go and you start doing amazing things, I'm like, well, dog, you had that in you? And then they actually acknowledge that.
Right. Right.
That's big.
Yeah. But to keep you humble, because I don't get the big
Yes.
head. I stay
Yes.
humble.
Yes. My mom always told me never, never, ever, ever, ever forget where you come from. You can't though,
Right.
because you gotta go back and you gotta give back and you gotta try to, help somebody else in the process.
Exactly. So I stay focused on that.
Stay focused, stay focused. So if From Darkness to Light was turned into a stage play, what scene would you insist be cut out of it or never be cut?
Everything has its role in darkness to light. I don't think I would want to cut out anything because it served its purpose. So as of right now, I wouldn't cut out anything. Now, if you're going to say what's significant that stands out, when actually I was introduced to the light, when God actually came to visit me, and that was life transforming. And we always think it's a human form. We don't understand it's spiritual and energy. Once you experience that and it's inside of you, then of course you see it in the 3D level, which is the human form. We operate through that spirit. A lot of people don't understand that. It took me a minute to grasp that.
Wow. So you said when I seen the light. Now you gotta tell me about that. You can't just touch on that and not tell me the experience now because I hear people say, I saw the light, but never
You
ever
know,
knew how it was.
I was actually sleeping. I was staying with my dad, because I came from a divorced family, and it was in 1983, and I remember 1983. And the way it happened was I was asleep, and I've awakened out of this sleep, and there was this light, this bright light. It was brighter than a cloud, and it was, I sleep with my door closed, but it was cracked open, and I got scared. And I put the covers over my head because I was like, I thought it was a burglar, to be honest with you. I got so paranoid. And it's like everything, I got so ice cold, like I was in an ice box. And as I was going through all these emotions, that's when the voice said, I'm Jesus, Son of God. And I really got scared because
Okay.
I'm asking myself, am I awake? Is this for real? And going through the experience, he was reflecting to me with everything that I've done in my life, between the gangs, how I was treating my mom, just how I was treating myself. And I remember him saying, you need to stop throwing up them pitchforks. That represent the devil.
Mm.
So after he said that, and I'm still in my mind thinking, is this for real? Because I don't know if I'm asleep, awoke. However, once the experience, and the last thing he asked me was what I wanted for my, it's strange because I value this to this day. What did I want for my birthday? Because my birthday that year was going to be April 11th. It's going to be on the Easter Sunday.
Mm.
So every birthday, I always look for a miracle. I was so scared, I couldn't say anything. However, after the whole thing transpired and the light just dissipated, it just disappeared. When I finally woke up that next day, the next morning, so to speak, you know how you lay in your bed? And I'm thinking to myself, this couldn't have been real. And I looked at the door, it was closed as if nobody was there. So then I still laid there like somebody was in here. Then I was listening for the music because I always slept with my radio on. During the experience, my radio was not on. Now my radio is on.
Oh wow.
So now I'm really scratching my head. What really convinced me, and this is real right here, real talk. Everything I'm saying is real. It was as if I was tucked in my bed neatly, and I saw the print where he sat at. After that, I was like, somebody was in here. God was in here. I was scared. So I went to school the next day. There was this young lady named Valerie. I can't think of her last name because she was like a Jehovah's Witness. I used to always bother her. And one day she was like, I'm going to pray for you and all this. So I shared with her the experience. Do you know that girl cried? And I was like, what you crying for? I'm trying to share with you what I experienced. She was like, you don't understand. I was like, it's nothing. She was like, you don't understand.
Hmm.
She was like, he got something for you to do. But I never teased her again after that.
Mm.
Never. But I can tell you
Wow.
all kind of spiritual experiences, but that was my turning point. That was my turning point.
Yeah, I would have. I think I would have been scared. Now, I've had visits from, my family that has gone on, but I haven't really had a moment where God just showed up and let me know that was Him. But I've
Right,
had
right.
moments where my family would come, like if I was sad or if I was going through something, my aunt she would just show up in the door or something. So I know the stuff you're talking is real because it happened.
Yeah,
It's
right.
happened.
That's true.
But so what's a personal darkness you've overcame that's most influential, in your life for your new book?
Drug addiction. I would have to say drug addiction and misusing my power. I used the gift that God gave me for other things. You know how you experiment? I would always
Mm-hmm.
experiment and just say, just do things, basically manipulating and using girls. I guess I was angry, and because of how I was treated, I kind of mistreated them.
Wow.
But the drug addiction in particular, because I used to hallucinate, thinking things was there. And in some cases, I would create it because the power was so overwhelming. Lights would flicker. I would hear animals barking, and like things was really coming after me. So of
Wow.
course, I would be scared. And then you can smell with the drug addiction when you spiritually inclined, you can actually smell spirits. I
Ooh.
mean, foul. Where to the point you be like, okay. One day it's like I was preaching to people that wasn't there, but I knew they was there. And it was like it was so overwhelming. And it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm acting a fool on these drugs. But yet, as I got tired and it's like the energy was coming out of me, I'm like, okay, I'm tired now. You all have to leave. And it's like one by one, spirits was leaving. And it was scaring me because I was like, it's the stench. And then
Mm-hmm.
when they touch you, you be like, because you know ain't nothing there, but you
Right.
feel it. And I was like, that's not cool. So then I was like, I got to kind of use this in another aspect because you can hurt yourself with this spiritual realm.
Okay.
People think you're crazy. My granddad, I used to share with him about certain things that I was experiencing because he was a minister, he was spiritual. And he used to always tell me, you can't tell everybody everything. They think you crazy.
No, no, you sure
So
can't.
I held everything in a lot, especially once he died.
So now you're like, I'm gonna tell it all.
That's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at.
I'm
At
with
age
you.
at age 59, what difference does it make at this point? I rather
Exactly.
I rather use it for good than bad.
There you go. There you.
That's
But you
for
know
sure.
what? We come from a time, even in my time of growing up. I know I'm younger than you, but my mom is old school. My mom is older, like she's almost 80 years old. So she raised me old fashioned. So in that time, the things you kept in the house, like she would always say, what goes on in my house stays in my house. So
Hmm.
you learn that,
Yep.
don't go out and tell our business. You keep that in the house.
Yep.
So
Yep.
now I'm at a stage where I'm like, okay, just let it go. Just let everything. It might help somebody. You never know.
And that's where I'm at.
Mm.
And that's what the spirit said. It's time. And
It's
I was
time.
like, okay. So no matter what a person think, it's my story. It ain't like I'm lying because I put it in all three books. I touch on it in different aspects. So if you one of my readers, you'll know. Okay, he ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
I can't lie at this point because it's too real. I'll be chastised for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. So, as an author and a role model, what's one myth about success you want people to stop believing?
It don't happen overnight.
Oh
It,
God, it don't.
it definitely don't happen overnight. And you got to do it from your heart. Don't chase the dollar. If you chasing that dollar, you in it for the wrong reason. I had to learn that because right now I'm just building my clientele, my network. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the journey. You know.
Yes, yes, yes. But you know what? You're right. When people start thinking about the money that they put into it, or they want to get out of it, they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
lose the passion eventually. I tell you all the
Yep.
time, be authentic, just be yourself, enjoy yourself, and everything is gonna come to you in tenfold. God is gonna bless you. Trust me.
Yes.
But I
That I
agree.
believe.
It doesn't
That
happen
I believe.
overnight, and sometimes you gotta sit up all night. Sometimes. But I'm trying to go to bed. I'm learning to try to go to bed a little bit, a little bit. I'm still working on that though. So pray for me.
I got you.
So what do you hope? What do you hope From Darkness to Light teaches readers about turning life's toughest moments, that pain into purpose, into stepping stones?
Whatever it is that your trials and tribulations are, keep in mind it's your trials and tribulations. Whatever it is that you have to overcome, you can't look at the other person and be like, well, they did this and did that. You focus on yourself. Change what's inside yourself. Once you change what's inside yourself, I mean, honestly, just can't be saying it's be all superficial. You really got to look at the man or the woman in the mirror. You may not like what you see. Maybe that's a good thing because that's what you got to change.
That's
It's
it.
going to be hard. It's definitely going to be hard. And sometimes you just have to get rid of people.
Say it again.
Everybody, everybody's not a part of your journey. You know, some people want you to stay in that darkness because they're
Yes.
using you. But
Yes.
overall, we can change. You just have to believe it and know what you have to change. Just be real with yourself.
But you know, everybody's journey is not your journey. Some
Yeah.
people make it to the top fast. Some people have to work harder. Some people
Yeah.
gotta keep working until they get it, and then they still gotta keep working to keep it. And
True.
like you
That's
said,
true.
everybody is not gonna go to the top with you. And a lot of times we hold ourselves back. And I just did a video about this the other day. We hold ourselves back because we be holding on to people that are really not supposed to go to the next level with us.
Mm.
And so we're gonna stay stagnant because God wants you to get rid of that person so you can move to the next level.
Yes.
But you gotta look at your life through your own lenses, and like you said, you gotta look in that mirror, fix what you gotta fix with yourself first.
Yes.
Period.
And
So
don't
now
be
we're
afraid.
don't be afraid.
Right.
Don't be afraid. So my last question, yes, we down to the last question. It's an out of the box question. Might make you think a little bit. So
Okay.
50 years from now,
Mm.
when someone picks up from darkness to light, what do you hope they'll feel in their soul after reading the final page?
That there is a God and there is hope. They can change. If this person can do it, he left a blueprint for a reason. Most definitely, there is a God.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. So now we're down to the third, what I like to call the 30 seconds of fame.
Okay.
This is your moment where you shine. You let everybody know how to get those books. What's coming up next for you in the rest of the year of 2020. Now, what you want to share now? You got to share everything, but what you want to share. And so
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do the countdown, and when we come back, you'll be on the platform by yourself to shine.
Okay.
All right. Hey, if you're still watching this episode, first of all, thank you. That means something I said or my guest said is connecting with you. So while you're here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss another episode. Because there are going to be more real, honest, and healing conversations coming. And I love for you to be a part of it. So if you ever felt like you were alone and nobody gets you, trust me, you're not alone. This space is for you. All right, let's get back into it.
All right, people, you can follow me on Instagram, Breaking Bread, no G, underscore 2020. And also you can follow me on YouTube, Breaking Bread, no G, no spaces in between, underscore 2020 as well. And my podcast usually airs every Sunday, 8:30 p.m. So look out for that. And the advice I would give for podcasters is be authentic, be yourself.
So I would like to say, first, I want to leave you with this quote. Times bring about a change in every situation. It's up to you to determine your goal and your dedication. I say that because all of us have a purpose. You just have to look through the naked eye to find out what it is. My books can be purchased through my website at undrascreation.com. That is UNDRASCREATION.com. undrascreation.com. Also, what I really want to do is, as I'm maturing into who I'm becoming, I would love the opportunity for those that's under my voice to have an opportunity to go on different shows and travel around the world and share my experiences and just be compensated for it. But while I'm doing that, I already know I would enjoy it. So that's really my dream, to travel around the world, share my experiences, and be compensated for it. And on that note, once again, my name is Undra Ware. All my books can be purchased at undrascreation.com. Peace.
Thank you so much for taking out time of your schedule, your busy schedule, to sit down with me and allow me to shine the light on you. If there's anything I can do on my end to further help you get to the next level, we locked in, just let me know.
Okay. Hey, thank you. You made this experience real calm. I had all this anxiety, and then I was like, this is stuff that I know I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
This is about you, though.
Yeah.
Just think
For
about it
sure.
that way. Think about it that way. The light is on you. So, hey, who can talk about you better than you?
True. That's true. I like that. I'll keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind on the next one. Talk about
All right.
yourself, and nobody don't know you better than you.
For sure. All right.
That's it.
All right. Hey, thank you, Nikki.
You're welcome. And thank you to everyone else out there that's tuning into this amazing episode. Listen, he just dropped some gems today, y'all. He had me scared too. I was like, oof. I've often heard people talk about seeing the light, but I never heard it like through their mouth, actually. And I'm sure that experience was amazing. But y'all make sure y'all visit his website and purchase his books. I got to get me an autographed copy. He already know I got to get me one locked in too, so I can read it. So I can't be talking about his book if I don't read it, right? So I got to get my copy too. So don't hold me to it. I'm gonna get it. But I hope that y'all have enjoyed this conversation today and that it has touched you in some type of way. And I would like to thank you for joining us on this journey. And if this conversation has hit you in any type of way, spoke to you in any type of way, be sure to subscribe, share, and like. And make sure you send it to somebody that might need to hear this. So until next time, keep shining, keep striving, and never stop telling your story. You got this. Later.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate when I learn not to hesitate, no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goals in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.